Hey, what's up guys, Weekly Light here, and today I have the final part of the Just Us League quest. I believe it's called Just Us is Served, and now this is a really long quest with so many different characters and so much dialogue. So I'm splitting it up into two parts. This will be part one. If you're just interested in part two, you can just watch that tomorrow, but anyway, so yeah, so Mr. Punch is gone. It's now El Stapo. Apparently Mr. Punch got kicked out of the league. And well, Mr. Punch was just there to punch like cards and stuff, so, you know, he's no match for El Stapo. You know, he will stop everything, I guess. So this is the final fight to get into the Just Us League. It's really something. So this is the Temple of Boom. Of course, the final temple of something rhyming with doom. And so the Temple of Boom is what they advertised in the trailer as lots of dynamite, I think. So there's a lot of these barrels, but don't mind them. They're not that bad. So this is the leader of the Just Us League. It's Captain Chrysanthemum. Of course, Pollen Boy would be an underling of Captain Chrysanthemum. So he's also the guy who appears in a lot of the promo art for Update 7, so I guess he's probably the main antagonist to Update 7, considering the, what is it, Minister Gloss or whatever from the other mission line I don't think she was too prominently displayed compared to Captain Chrysanthemum. Anyway, so Captain Chrysanthemum and his jolly, whatever the hell they're called, yeah, just looking at their names. This is a pretty simple fight. I believe you can just focus down Captain Chrysanthemum. I just went for him because he's the big guy, so he's the one you should be targeting. He makes a lot of flower-based puns throughout the fight, so watch out for that. Those are probably the most deadly part of his team. He doesn't really pose much of a threat. Was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Yeah, he just has 6 units, so it's a fair fight. Once again, another fair fight. Later on it won't be so fair, because you'll be worn and tired, and you'll have forgotten to bring healing camps like me, and you'll have no way of healing. But, if you're smart, you would have brought healing camps, and not used it during the last mission. Anyway, so basically, another flower pun, the oopsie daisies. Basically, you can watch the fuses and just be careful, or you could just be like me and just completely ignore the barrels and just bum rush Captain Chrysanthemum. I mean, look at that. So I'm abusing the high stun chance with the electro bots and just keeping him paralyzed, so he just stays in place and I can just wail on him. So he gives up once I got him low. Look at that. I didn't even like touch any of his other people. So that is a really easy battle because you just have to focus on Captain Chrysanthemum. So he retreats, and he claims he's going to give us the reward, which I remind you is the 1,000 shards, which is that amazing ice weapon. And she says she'll never clean her mace, which is like how like people are like, oh, I'll never wash this hand after they touch some famous person. No, he doesn't come back with 1,000 shards. Surprise, the Just Us League isn't very just. So that's objective complete, and the mission's done. Alright, no, actually no, it's just one of 4 battles, I think. I think there's 4 battles in this stupid thing. Or it's 2 battles and then a 2-part battle. It's interesting. There's a cutscene in the middle of one of the battles that divides it. But that's for the second part. So Mr. Punch is just chilling behind some random bush, and Captain Chrysanthemum's running away. But if you grab Mr. Punch here, he'll talk about how he never got to really fight with the Just Us League, and so he's just chilling behind a tree. Yeah. Anyway, so you can recruit him, and lots of text. He's basically just coming along, and Horatio gives some motivational talk about how he's just a humble blueberry farmer and whatnot, and Mr. Punch ascends from just punching tickets to now punching Captain Chrysanthemum, so the chase is on. We just tackle him there. And here he is again. We have him cornered, and this will really be where we take out Captain Chrysanthemum. Clearly, we have him, he can't run away, he's not gonna just drop off some random minions for us to fight. So, Pollen Boy, still gullible, still a follower of Captain Chrysanthemum, but he's keeping the 1,000 shards, so we need to beat it out of his hands, and steal it. So he summons some minions, and clearly he's gonna stay to fight with them, right? Oh no, he's gone. Surprise, surprise, and we don't even get to deal with him here. So now we deal with the other, the super buddies. So these aren't just regular enemies. You may think, oh, it's just some little snake and a mushroom, and we'll win. But Major Mistletoe, ooh, and Hysteria. These are some like amazing, like the deepest lore here. So Major Mistletoe is some Christmas themed archer, and her ability is to summon 3 more Christmas archers. And Professor Flex, he's flexing all the time. And Hysteria is we'll get to their power later. And then I think those are 2 sidekicks. Yeah, so both of those are sidekicks. So we got 3 superheroes and 2 sidekicks. The sidekicks are just denoted with standard like numbers and stuff. I'm pretty sure if you recruit these people, they won't retain any of their abilities. If they do retain their abilities, that would be like absolutely amazing, because these are worth more than 1 troop apiece. Except for Professor Flex, he's easily worth 3 characters apiece. Professor Flex is too strong. I mean, look at him. He's holding 2 dumbbells. He's chucking them. So you can see Major Mistletoe is such a problem, because that's some insane like DPS right there. It's 4 times the standard DPS of an archer. It's like 4 archers, and that arrow rain is not fun to deal with. And then something weird that you notice when you're fighting Hysteria is that even though it's a small snake, it has more than like 8 HP, so that's a little tough too. But overall, this fight is probably the most interesting fight in this quest chain, just because these zany characters. Also, the next fight's pretty interesting too, but you know, definitely more fun than the previous fights. The previous fights are such a bore. Like, I mean, they were cool arenas and such, but they were too easy with 6 and 5 units respectively. So I've cornered Major Mistletoe, but now Hysteria pops out, and it turns out Hysteria can actually transform between a tiny snake and a full-size Gorgon. So that's a big problem. I believe it's also an elite, because it's glowing red and has the flames, so that's even worse. It's probably one of the healthiest, or tankiest units out there. But I take out Major Mistletoe, so Major Mistletoe and won't get in the way. And Professor Flex, who's clearly the most powerful member of the Just Us League, got taken out somehow. I don't even know how he managed to take out Professor Flex. Like, he's constantly flexing. How can one possibly take him out? And then, oh, here's my favorite hero, Tomorrow Man. He comes and he asks if it's still today, but he'll only get his powers tomorrow, so definitely you don't want to mess with Tomorrow Man, because he'll mess you up tomorrow, definitely. Yeah, probably Tomorrow Man is probably like SS, like plus tier ranked in the hero things. Probably like multi-dimensional strength. Probably could take out Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, no problem. Like, I mean, Tomorrow Man and Professor Flex, I mean, some of these people make the like DC and Marvel universe just like absolute garbage in comparison. I mean, like Hysteria, just like walked through that gap there and escaped. But yeah, luckily for me, my team can also defeat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, so it's no problem. I just surround it with 3 Electrobots, so I guarantee the stun. There's nothing they can do, and I guarantee the victory. I mean, look at that. Literally nothing they can do. Absolutely trapped. So everyone dies, and I win the battle. So thank you for watching part 1, and I will have part 2 out as soon as possible. Well, that was a bit disappointing. Not gonna lie. Yep, part 2 and like 6, 7 more videos. I don't even know how many. I have so much editing. Oh my god. Okay, bye.
You succeeded.